Good time of day, everyone. So, this week is going to be a little relaxed. Going back to the, uh, I guess you'd call it NES-like platforming engine. And I'm going to do some enemy sprites. Without further ado. Ah, going a little light. Wait, something break? One second. I don't know, I think something got on the camera. Okay. No, I'm just being a pointer. There we go. So, let me copy this over. Show what we're working with. Though it's more going to be... Ugh. Bright blue background? How about black? I think they go off black. Not quite going to be this, because I'm thinking of more of the SNES ones, but I'll come up with something. Though I think these might be kind of close to the guys I want at the moment. And I'm trying to hunt right now. Yeah, camera is not working today. I don't know, maybe it's dying. There it goes. Just let me look a little quickly. Do. Trying to look for some rough shoots. I don't think I'm going to find them. Nope, nope. I could find his emotes. I think I get him. There we go. Okay, that's all I need to know. Alright then, so we're going to be going with an enemy that is of, like this one, so that's about 16 high. Let's put in a grid here. I figured these would be the best ones to start with. And I'll use black to start, but I have to change it afterwards because black will not work for anything else. Because, well, it's going to blend into the background, but I still needed to block out stuff, so I'm basically limited to 3 colors. Or to 2 colors to do this correctly. So let's move this grid over just to see. I'm thinking they're 16 by 16, but I can't really be sure. Let's move you 4 over. Okay, they might get a little long. So it's almost looking like the main body is this, and this is transitional states. I won't go that far. Maybe at a later date, but not right now. So 16 by 32. And to start off, that's about our length. Put some little paws down here. And that. Now I have to figure out what outline I'm going to use for this, because I'm going to need it. Don't think that's going to be big enough. Whoop, that's not the right window. White is what gets used on this, so I think I'll go with that. Also means I get to move the eyes over a little bit. Let's move this whole ensemble over a little bit. I'm getting these flat and then I'm going to make it wiggly to actually, you know, give it the movement. But for right now, going to lack that. Does it have a tail? Probably. For those not in the know, this this is Mary's ink dog. I can't think of a perfect, more perfect random enemy to have. Okay, they do have the little tails. I think I will just go with, you know, legs like that. Yep. Dog tail. Yeah, I'm gonna have Ink Dog Ghost, kind of, sort of, I guess. And now, how am I gonna make it wiggle, is the question. I'm gonna play a little... Oops. Helps if you copy it, and not... So, the simplest way is, you know... I actually gave myself a bit of a problem. So, let's give myself one bit of pixel room at the top by moving this down. Still reads as dog tail. I might want to move these legs back a little bit, though. And once again, hit it. Oops. Hit him, turn that tool on, grab that, and move this on over. Alt to snap to it. I might want to change that into like a ghostly wisp, but we'll see. So in order to make it look like really wiggly, I'm going to have it go down first. And then every like 1, 2, 3, 4. Have it go up 1. And then 1, 2. I think I'm going to have it split the difference here. And move this pixel up. And then in a similar method, oh, helps if I just paste. Okay. And then have this front part go down so that this isn't... Well, I guess I could keep this to be static. We'll see how it looks in a second. So, move this up. Go over here. Grab from here on. Move it down. Grab the one I missed up here. And then move the leg down. I mean, they're ink dogs. They're kind of freaks. I suppose I should do a little bit of something to make it look like there's movement going on at the front. So we'll push the ears back like that. And now let's go to an animation test. Make it 16 by 32. 32 by 16. There we go. And just copy these into there. Bop. Bop. See how this looks? Frame properties, 300 just so I can work on it a little bit. Now let's say like moving forward, does it track? Maybe want to have like the, oh, this lake's standing still. Oh, that's not good. I'm guessing it's going to I'm going to just have to make it travel, or I'm going to have to angle it back on one of them. Like, angle these back and then angle these back on another frame. Almost works. Very almost. Okay, let's go back into here. So, as I said, angle these back, so boop boop. The ghost dog running on ghost air. That, and then how many is that? That should be 2 here. We go down. And I might cheat a little and put this up 1. Just so it goes with this. Okay, let's see how this looks if I have the legs go a bit further down than they should. Alright. Boop. Boop. Copy that over. Now then. I think I need to move head up and down a little bit. And I need to fix a pixel over there. Get over that. I think that looks better. Nobody's going to look that hard because it's going to be running straight at them and they're going to want to get out of the way, but still. Yeah, I think, before I am, that I can have this front part go down like 1. So this one can be kept even. We have it go down like this. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I wanted to be ghostly, but this will work running through the air. It's a full-on... Yeah, this is straight up a full-on walk animation. Anyway, it'll track. It's a weird thing in the air going at you. You won't question it. So let's just whoop. Actually, I have this copied, so I don't need to care. And oops, and do frame 2. Oh, once again, a sprite. Thank you for doing things that I didn't ask. So I went over into this layer, and I hit copy paste, even though I had this all, selected. So it copied this layer, And when I pasted it in here, it deleted everything. Instead, you know, just pasting one in there. We have this. And just for memory's sake, because I did make sure that I had this ready to run. This is currently where we're at. I did make a bunch more tiles for the next stage and cleaned up BB's sprite a little bit because there were some issues with it. Not much else. I still need to get her to, you know, walk properly on the ground. And maybe do a black outline on everything because her feet just disappear. But we'll see. So the idea is, does this work right? Yeah, okay. So the idea is, you know, like, you walk in over here, this spawns in, and they wiggle as they go through the air. Yeah, actually, they'll be going in a sine wave-ish. I'll be cheating for that. So that means that the front doing all the wiggle won't help that much. But yeah, you just think Medusa heads. Except ink dogs. Alright. 1 second. I'm doing something stupid. Okay, so if I hang out around there... It's not going to look right anyways, but jump. Nope. Anyways, okay. So we have the ink dog. Now we need Bicos that rise out of the ground to be zombies. Because that's just a given. Probably go with the white variety because it'll contrast with the background and be more readable. Question is, do I want them to be like, you know, the proper size? And I don't think so. I think 16 is good enough. EB can be taller than them. But how do I make these look zombie-ish? The Bico, in its most natural state, is a blob. And then it has, like, hair wings. And then it has a beak. How do I zombie that? First thought is do this. Clean this off a little bit. I mean, I could just make them, you know, like a sickly green. And that's like, you know, shorthand for zombie. Give them their sunken eyes. Make it red. Then use black outline, like do a little bit of this to make a wing. And I could cheat a little here. No, I don't think I have room for that. Okay. Maybe? Mayhaps? Like, that's the idol, and this is like taking a step where it kind of flings itself. Hitboxes would be all jacked up so that, you know, you never get it right. Cheat to win. Make sure you use every tool at your disposal to lighten your workload. There is no point in redoing work you don't need to. There's no award for doing it that way. Okay. How silly does this work? Okay, got that one. Got that one. It's a control shift. Alt N. Okay, so let's look at it for a second, see what I can see is wrong. If I give it a bit of squish down here, and like extend that, that might just solve most of the problems. Problem being it's terrible, but it'll be less terrible. I think like putting a little bit over here of like what the other wing might be will add to it. Maybe not. Okay, so over here, let's let us become the blob. Like no, those eyes are too big for Biko. Yes, beady little eyes that look sunken. It is a must. I guess I should outline the beak to make it stand out more, because that yellow color really blends in. Gives us some interesting situation here, but the beak is what makes it so that it'll at least be visible as that, but I'm not entirely sure it's a winner yet. I sink the beak down one, still reads as a beak, but it doesn't have all that extra at the top. I think the eyes still, I think it reads better now because we have more distance between that and the eyes. I don't like how this is flipping. So I think just doing something like this make it look better. And then on this one, if we bring this down, and maybe bring this down, it'll look like it's actually lifting off with that. Yeah, it looks like it's pushing up with this. And if it like moves forward, it keeps moving forward like that, that looks like locomotion. I think another thing I need to do is break it up here. So technically these should be like right around its head, or well, I guess this is skewed, so everything works out. Okay, so I think I need to also move this off like one. Possibly even do this, make them look lumpier. Whoops. A little too lumpy. I don't like those two strobing into there, so let's go back a bit. I changed my mind. Biko will not get a Brazilian butt lift. Okay, do I want to overindulge? The question is, the answer is yes, but how? Okay, let's see how that looks. Needs one more pixel or it's not going to happen. Right down there. Don't think it adds much. This is clean. This is readable. I think I need to add a line to the front part here. Only thing I think it could need is possibly dragging this back over one. That could stay there, but this needs to be like pulled in for conservation. Yeah. May need to change a little bit more of this design. Drag a pixel over here. And one more. Try to keep the volume the same. I think this is still a little smaller. I mean, I literally could count every pixel in there. I mean, it looks squishy, it looks like it's doing things. I'd like to put a feather texture on here, but I don't think I have enough material for information on that. And it'll just look messy, and what is it? Right now it reads clean. Let's go with it. Okay, so we have that. Wait, that's not the wrong one. Right one. There we go. Once again, thank you, Sprite. I totally want to delete everything I'm copying and not just copy pixels I have selected. Very important that you do that to me. Okay. So we have that. We have our zombies, which will come out of the ground. Probably should mix this sort of little animation here. So we have... Okay, just looking at the color palette we have, we are using this. So, you know, slight little volcanoing before eruption. So just switch between those as this rises up and it should be good enough. And we need a little bit of black outline. And make it a bit craggly. Okay, nice. That's some good progress. Now, I know it's like showing this, but these are just switching color palettes between the top of the head. Crows. I'll get to Red Devil later. I know I want to use these guys. Little devils might be interesting. Not sure about skeletons. These are practically boss. Well, I guess it wouldn't be bosses. The boss was a different sheet. Big, like, troll things that, like, throw up spike balls. Or vomit in the other versions. Anyways. I do think we need a plant, though. To throw, you know, fireballs. How big are you? So you're, like, too high. About the same size as what BB would be, so we can go off of this right here. I think it should be like a rose. Maybe a blue rose. That sounds good. Dark green color. Let's just, I think it should be about this high. Maybe have it do a little this. If I was fancy, I would, you know, have these be a different layer, and then they would move on their own. Okay, and how to rose. You want to make this look swirly at the top. Like so. That's its in natural state before it pops open and throws like a fireball at you. Because haha, piranha plants. I should look into that again. Yeah, flowers are kind of always messy in some form. I think that's still roots. I think this might be a little too thick. Doesn't look elegant. So let's do a bit of this, then come back through. We move you over. Cut you out. Let's just focus on the stem right now. Because my first draft is not looking too well. I think too wide is kind of fine. I mean, it's a thick thing. It's like in human, it's very upscaled than what it should be, so that's fine. Yeah, get rid of these just to see it. Actually, I suppose it can go like that. It has to connect to the ground somehow. Okay, I think that's looking alright. I don't need to spend all day. It's the issue. Hey, this is an enemy in a single stage. Let's spend 8 hours on it. A couple hundred players might not even see it for 8 hours. Uh, this one has a trick of, you know, just opening up, so I have to think. First blush is that these spread out more. Like it's opening up a bit. And I mean, I could go for full, you know, this is video game, so this can all just become like teethy maw. Let's see how that looks. Put you here, have you go like this. And we'll break the, I think this is actually a no, it's all the same color. They can cheat. I can't cheat. But I'll cheat because I don't have to respect the palette. We'll see what I can do in a minute, but... they're going to Venus Flytrap, but I'm going with something much harder. Do I get any leeway if I push everything down like one? Grab this. Grab this. Push it down one. Make it look like something violent happened. And that's why I can cheat. So if you have more, like, when you have something, it's a detail, basically gradient. You can get away with losing a lot of little detail if you have a lot of something big happening somewhere else. Nobody cares. I mean, maybe they'll write an entire 40-minute essay on it on YouTube, but nobody really cares. Hey, look how it loses a foot. Oh, yeah, but it's, you know, body morphing. No, it's not the worst. It's kind of, it has a feel... Oh, what was that game? Monster Party? No, Monster Party. One second. Monster Party... Sprite sheet. I'll show you in a second. There we go. The sprite resource. Monster Party. It had Monster Party had a style to it. And very Japanese jokes. I never got past, like, a lot. I never played a lot of it. But yeah, like, it's very, like, cutesy gore-ish, which is hard to explain. Also, the joke is that the man-eating plants are literally, like, Audrey. It does the Castlevania, she and everything. Also, it had the dogs. The dogs will haunt you forever. And they changed so much because... Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. King Pepe. Yeah, also Walking Just Pants. That was an enemy. And, I remember, if I remember correctly, they just jump out of the water, but they look like a shark because it's utterly bizarre. Witches are nice. I'm trying to find the background because the background really sells it, and I don't think. Yeah, let me just look for some screenshots. Yeah. I can't find anything else really. I mean, this kind of example is another one. Oh, no, that's not it. Ah. Oops. And I think there was a bit of a mechanic you switch between worlds, but I don't remember. You could switch into a monster form, but otherwise you had a bat going around. And, you know, would home run the enemies. It also had a boss. So you had to defeat, like, a couple bosses to get into the next stage. It had a boss that was dead. Like, you go into it and it says, "I'm sorry, I'm dead." And then you sit there for a second and flies fly around it, then you win. It's a very unique game. Yeah, let me look them up. Monster Party, I'm sorry, I'm dead. Yeah, here it is. Then the fly buzzes around it for, like, you know, 10 seconds, and then you win. Perfectly normal. Zzz. Okay. It's truly a game. Okay. Ooh, back to this. Yeah, I think I need to move this, make it... Do that, give that a harsher edge. And classic sprite artwork, just have the leaf do something for no apparent reason. Maybe have this one go down. And then watch the life that brings to it. This one you don't quite see it, but this one you definitely do. Makes it look like the whole thing is moving. Not sure about that fang over here. I think I can get away with just like putting it up there. It looks a little snaggletooth. Not in a good way for this. Actually, a way I could cheat, I could like just like show a rim of blue or something. Like the petals have retracted into it. Up here too. I'll extend the teeth. Gotta move this one over. Yeah, maybe straight up and down they were right. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, not sold. I think curving is the way to go. These ones can probably just be straight because, you know, they're in there. And this could probably just shrink you down. You're the odd one out. I'm putting too much thought into this. As I said before, this is an enemy you're going to see like once. Yeah, I think that works. Let's push it a little more and have like it go down this far and like this far so that we can get a ring of like, oh, it's the petals that were up there, but now they're down here because they've been pushed aside by a maw of teeth. Don't like that. To bring it down, it's going to bleed into here. Now, maybe what I could do is reverse it. Yeah, that's the ticket. And then we move this out here. Possibly even push this a little more out. Okay, let's look at it about 400. Yeah, it looks like it's flapping open. That's perfectly fine. Only little part I want to deal with is over here, and we can just fix that by going like this. The petals are opening up, so we can do that. And we have this little situation going on here. Maybe I could just go like, whoop. Or up here. Oh, this is actually... Okay, one second. This needs to go over one more. Otherwise, it looks like it's not moving at all. Okay, this needs to be pushed. I think it's there enough. Like, I could do some stuff like, oh, there's like this here from the other side. Yeah, actually, I think that looks great. Let's put a little bit up here, too. Yeah, that has the feel. I think we've hit it. Like, it has more colors than a normal Nest Sprite would have, but yeah, you read it as a rose just opened up and it has teeth. And it's going to like throw a fireball because funny. And I do like running it at 4 times to make it nice chunky pixels. So this would be the size of it. Now the only thing I possibly could want a little more of is, since this opened up and is pushing down, it overlaps a bit more down here. And it overlaps a bit more down here, which means we could get rid of that pixel and that pixel. Yeah, but I can understand that. It's probably more readable, but you know, actually you're right on that part. Let me make the teeth longer. And I think we fixed some issues. And let's curve these ones out here. I could probably do that for a minute. Possibly a little too much. Okay, let me just figure out. I think this might be a good compromise. This one I don't like it being there. It'll probably look better on black because the black is adding weight to it. Too much, too little. I think it's getting too busy, so I'm going to stick with what I had. Well, I do agree it's jetting teeth, is it? I like the idea of having, like, showing that it's opening up. Because that was what I was trying to do. So let's go back a bit. Okay, anything that looks weird. Nope, looks like it's twisting open. We got teeth in there. Alright, I think we're good with this one. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. The one they have here is very much... I'm a little busy because this is, well, the modern era. And pixel art... Pixel art has changed. Even if I'm doing NES, I'm influenced by the SNES era and all the details. But anyway, we have 3 sprites in about... what's the time? An hour? Okay, not bad. Projectiles, I would make their own thing. I think the jars exploded. Oh, wait! Didn't the ravens, like, drop the jars? I don't think they just flew around and, like, you know, try to bump into you. These things are silly. I don't think I'll have them. But what else in there? This I'm going to be putting on a Bashi because he's going to require... Well, maybe. Let's see. He technically is a small enemy and he can take up like a couple things. Is he like a 4x4 though? Yeah, kind of. He's a 32x32. Well, let's see. Where's a nice blue color? I'm going to need a reference. I had my references up. Did I close it? Probably, because I always close my references. Oh. Duh. 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 Not finding the one I want. I guess that's the best I'm getting. Okay. Probably not the right blue, but I don't think I have many other choices. Oh, that's not the right group. There it is. Okay, turn this off for a second to get a nice little red stripe in there. Okay, now that I have the oversized head, that can be its own layer. And then we put it on top of the body so that, yeah. It can be moving a little over when it needs to, and it won't mess up the head and directionality of the little red spot color. I'll show what I mean in a minute. Right now, Okay, so we have that. Huge as heck, but... My plans, they have been revealed. Yeah, it's going to be an evil flying Mary dog. I mean, I already have the ink dogs. Okay. I mean, I also don't have to make a million sprites. I want to, because I'm dumb, but I don't have to. Actually, I'm going to just flip this at the end, so I can just move this out here. And then shift it up. Yes, it's a flying Mary dog. And how do you go? Your raised foot, you have this in here. And you have something like this. Whoops, that's not the right color. That's the right color. I mean, no, I can't outline it at this point. I could inline it, but not outline it. We need to give it a tail. Okay, so let me just select out here so I can do my little whoop tail. So wow, thank you. That was very helpful. Okay, that's on base. No, now it's going to copy that and delete everything because a sprite. You see my vision. Now, also what I'm going to need is some wings. Let's make them red wings. Not to be confused with Red Bull. So let's like have your standard ones. And then your raised ones. And with all that together, we can have it, we could put these like, merge down. All that together. You can then like drop it down like this. Have the wings a little low, but they'll still be there and they'll still animate to things. No, gotta click here first, because otherwise it's going to copy the... Then we have this. You see my vision. Okay, now I need the other poses for Red Devil. He has his little jaunty thing. Oop, I could turn this off for a second. Now I can also cheat even more and just reuse the bottom thing to make mouth open. Actually, I don't think I need this. I'm going to just like drop the bottom of this. I think the idea is on there. So like this. Yeah, that works. So I can move this and save a little real estate. Alt. Now then. We need Red Devil just sitting. I should say Blue Mary, or Blue Dog. This is dumb. I have to do it. Okay. Whoops. First off, get rid of that. I'll get the tail when I need it later. Okay, now that I have this, turn this on. Where are you? Get over here. Okay, delete most of this. And then have it like that. Maybe a little more on the haunches. And you see what I'm going for. And then we cheat Marytail over. Put a layer below. Make sure you're on the right layer when you copy. Okay, and then we just move that over here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, though it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And we could flip that from side to side. Maybe have Mary head bob up and down or something. Speaking of which, let's merge this down. Flatten. And let's give this a bit of a... There we go. Very punk. Then we need the floating version, which we could almost just reuse this, which helps if I copy and paste. I will do. However, now... Oops. Instead of the legs, or the arms being up there... we will have them like so. Would I have it like 2? Yeah. Oven mitt 2. We lose the tail a little bit, but it had to be done. Maybe change the stance a little bit. Yeah, the flying animation. It had its arms curved, and I guess I'll do that. Well, I guess I don't need to get that much into detail. I could, but... do I want to? I mean, I could just steal this. Except flying. I think I'll do that. So let's copy this one again. Down here. And then we copy this. And overlay it. And we get tail back, which is nice. Turn this off for a second. Yeah, I don't think that needs to be there. Have that go up 1. Yeah, that might need to be there. So yeah, this is him on the ground or just dancing after you die. This is a little sub-animation that it can have when it's in the air. Go between that and this and, you know, like, go both ways. If I was really trying to do something, I'd make it dab. But I am not. Okay, that's a lot of work for a little bit of value, but there's that. Oh, I've only been doing this for an hour. This has been an interesting week. What else could I make on here? Bosses would be something, but I'd like to save bosses and do them on my own time. Let me take a look at something. I know what else I could do. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Get to you. Do we have a picture of him? I'm going to have to search it, but give me 1 second. Though I think I know where I can find what I'm looking for. Do. Close? Close? There it is. People are going to be confused. Okay. So these long-legged freaks. Guess that'd be more like right here. Now, I'm not saying I'm using all of Astroline's mascots to fill out my enemy roster. I'm admitting it. It's just what I do. Okay. Whoops. Wrong button. Let me open that bud to an actual image so I can work with it. I'm sure if I go into Lumi's timeline, I'd find more of this. Actually, that's it has to be like right here. I'm sure there's some deep lore on this, but okay, and we got to get tongue in there, or mouth. Probably not the right kind of pink. There we go. Then the nose. And it's literally just going to be a walk cycle because I have nothing else I can do with this. And the head is round, and it goes up into the ear. Very, very long ears. I'll give it a tail in a minute, but what the heck does Nyx look like? At least they'd probably be horror themed, so they work all right. Yeah, let's do something like that. Yeah, I kind of. Oh yeah, tail. I need to have room for the tail. Oh boy. Frederick is probably just owls. That'll be simple enough. Yeah, I can't cut the top of the ear like that. These suckers need to be long. They need to be some Japanese fox demon girl long. Not the cute kind, and they're just like that. The Tama kind. Okay, let me check again. I guess the eyebrow should be there too. Well, it doesn't look like there's any distinction between... I don't even know what this is technically. Is it a bear? Is it just another... Is it a brown wolf? Is it technically what her fan mascot is? I don't know, but it's 50% leg. Okay. This is the part that's going to suck. But if I did this right, I can just take the top part here, put it down here, take this, not the entire thing, just take that, oh wait, wrong layer. And what is that? That is like 2 pixels down. 1, 2, yes. 1, 2. I might have to shorten it, or I might have to just cut off the toe. I'll go with cutting off the toe for right now. Okay, so we have that. Now we take what was the back leg. Now, assuming my numbers are correct, and I didn't even bother to try, so we take this, keep it on the main layer so that I can position it over the leg in the back. And I had that going like, yeah. Here might be good. And I put this up here. And then I connect it like that. I give that a heel. I think maybe I make it a smidge bigger. And then, yeah, I think I might want to actually, like, drag this back 1. This is very cheat to win. Use every dirty trick you have to not do as much work. Look at this goofy guy. This goofy goober. Oh, it was a Windows key. That was why. Okay. Yeah, I have to take a look at Frederick, but I think it is pretty much going to be cute owls, so I can do something with that. Okay. Oh, looks like I have a bit of blinking, though the butt's moving forward, so that might be fine. 300. Oh, God. I'm not sure. It both works and doesn't. I think I'm going to have to, like, choose one and keep with it. So I think I'm going to choose that other one. That works too well for what it is. Maybe screw around with the ears a little bit, because, yeah. I think I could drop the whole head down like 1 pixel and nobody will care. Oh no, I can do this. Oh, this makes it even dumber. Oh, I love it. I love how bad it is. Okay. Issue is that I want the ears to be taller. Or at least... Well, I can go with this. I mean, they are kind of long and all that. Look at it, though. Look how dumb it is. I always go with a solution that's like really dumb but works. Just look at it. Now, I'm basically at color limit. I could attempt to do for the back some dithering, which I'm going to see how it looks. Just, it'll kill readability at an upper level, but I think it might be worth it. Okay, then on this one, dithering starts there. I think that's too much. Yeah. That doesn't add anything. You can't even say they're malicious. They're just kind of dumb and in the way. Alright then, let's copy that over. Okay, so we got a Lumi enemy. I am going to check to see if Nick has any sort of fan mascot. Once again. I almost want to put, like, trickling blood here. Will it ruin the look if I have, like, some... It blends in too much. It looks like the rooster thing. Okay, let's move on. Nick, what do you have? I'm pretty sure that you have owls. Nick, are you not on the Chuba wiki? Elf would be an interesting one. I don't know what she has. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Frederick, I have a feeling they don't have the Wikius. Oh, I'm going to have to do some looking, aren't I? Yes, they aren't on here. Crap. I wanted to do some wiki warring and not actually, have to do some hunting. Copy link. Let me take a look at his Twitter, see if I can find mascots in there to use. Okay, that's his down the rabbit hole one. Copy link. Maybe he doesn't. Okay, I can get next stream. Not finding a lot of Fred, so I might just have to do what I can do. Nick, I could definitely just, you know, make little horror cats with 4 eyes and then call it a day. Okay. Let us go with some owls. I could probably actually just use this idea, except with, you know, like owls. How would I do that? So these are tiny little 16 by 16 guys, which I could appreciate. Let's have it be a lighter color. Which is unreadable on this, but, you know, black background. Let's actually do that just so I could see a little bit. Boop. They look much more ghostly when you have black background. Okay. Like that. Don't need to have 2 colors of them, but we have beak. We have malicious eyes. Ill intent. We have little owl ears. And then we reuse this for little owl legs. Yeah, I can actually use the red for the inner color too, because it's just at the edge of working. So you have that. Let's have you flying. Like that, we can get rid of the feet. They've been lifted up. So something like this. Whoops. Oh, they just completely turned sideways. I like it hovering. So, show some of the back down here. Okay, how do I do the uptick? Brain says just like have this go like this and then just damn the consequences. So let's see how that goes. Somewhere up here. No, have a little bit of it go down here. Wrong button. Yeah, that's not exactly reading. Maybe they were onto something. So, whoop. We take this much, face it down here, move it over. Move this over here. Move that even more forward. Now we have a fat little owl here. And what they do, I should really move this over. They have one wing down and then one wing up. So let's try that out. So we have one wing obviously down. Like I can have a little bit of a hint that there's the similar going on in the back. Maybe even stretch this out. Make the owl a little longer. I do not condone owl stretching. Sometimes you have to make it work for sprites. And there's some tail feathers. I'm pretty sure owls have tail feathers. Okay, so we have that. Now for up. Brain says, take this. Make it red. Then horizontally flip it. Which I guess does kind of work. Just, you know, you have to put a little bit of outline on it. Okay, let's take this into animation. Drop that in there. So I feel I'm going to have a lot of opinions on Shift 10. Nope. Alt 10. There we go. On this high-speed flying owl, first off I have to make this background black because it's not going to work otherwise. I'm going to have to definitely come in here and Shift in and put black outlines on it. Okay, so let's set this to 300 and take a look at what goes on. I don't like it overlapping the eyes, so what I can do, since I did shift everything forward a bit, I can move the eyes forward as well. We have this. And we don't have the edge thing that I was doing before. Well, no, I can do it up here. I just do it away from the eyes. Okay, that is a flap animation. Okay. I thought it'd look worse, but it doesn't. Does this have... It has the crow feet. I could put owl feet in there. Like, you don't see much of it. Okay, I'm surprised it came out better. And there's like another animation for it squawking. I think I'll just have it like bob its head. Let's see. Okay, and let us do a little bit of outlining. Select all, hit black, and Shift O. And we hit outside instead of inside. We're good to go. God, the dog. I assume it's a dog. It could be literally a Finnish creature, and I wouldn't know. I should feel ashamed for that, but... When's the last time I've read that book? Okay. Turn that off. Let us duplicate you. And let's move this Hooter's head up. There, that's what the owl does. And let's move it down one. Let's hit the black. And outline. There we go. Get rid of the spillover from the other one. And spillover from the other one. Behold, an owl. So really, the only things left are kind of the little demons and some bats. I'm not even sure what the skeletons do. I have to watch a playthrough. These guys, I think, just summon like tornadoes or fire. Little demons, you could basically assume they float around and they annoy you. Now let's move all of Mary Dog's mess. The bottom, and I might even make a boss sheet, because I want to make a boss sheet which is going to have more on that. But alright, so we have these. I have about 6 stages. Zombies being everywhere works. I think yeah, I have to look through it, but every stage has like basically one unique enemy. Maybe 2 enemies at max, if that. Okay, can we make a smug, evil, 4-eyed cat? Do. Okay. Let's look at Alfie first. So it's not a no. Alfie is the whole sort of, well, daughter of Odin was put on there, but do we have... Please, somebody just give me a... Well, they're Valkyrie-ish. mean, I could just have mini... Okay, okay, okay. I'm going to bring this up for a second, because this is one of her models. Box. I always love it when they put in multiple looks into one model. Very economic. Okay, anyways. So here's what I'm thinking. I make little Valkyries, like about this size. I just make them like green hair. I want to know the story behind the fox. Maybe she just likes foxes. I mean, that's understandable. Yes. Let's go with that. So, little things with a spear, with a, you know, keep them in the green range. That's turned off. Make them greener than the dead Bicos. So they go around. They have the sphere, and then they have like the attack animation where they like, you know. 9:45. Okay, this is also, I will say this is an issue that happens with straight lines and you try to make them 45 degrees. Because in order to keep consistency, you have to keep it like that, but that's incorrect. Like what I'm about to do to make this that is not that. The pixels, they don't match, and everything's bad and terrible. Anyways, we have this. Doesn't have wings besides that back there. Let me check her other model. Trying to squeeze a bit of inspiration because I'm not seeing blatant. Here's her mascot models. She does the Valkyrie wing on her, or the Valkyrie ears sort of thing on her other one. Fox. Oh, did she start with fox ears? Am I going to make them flying foxes? That'd be funny. Valkyrie foxes. Let us just think for a moment on the other stupidity of this. Yes, I feel the dumbness in this. I like it. Let's use brown for the hands. Yes. Somebody play with the Valkyrie for me. Not copyrighted. It's not copyrighted, right? So... This is so dumb. I love it. Okay. What's the best way to give it wings? What do the wings look like for these things? Okay, very standard little devil wings. Okay, let's make them green. Something like that. I think the hand's a little off. Let's fix this by just, you know... Okay. So we have this. And like over here, we would say be like right here, so mirroring would be something like this. Fox Valkyries. At least FGO didn't make them. They went with This is what happens when I don't have the right material to work with. I do it like a 80s Japanese programmer and just randomly something. Then, you know, 30 years later somebody says, "Oh no, they were really thinking this." No, they just, wouldn't it be funny? Okay, let's move this down one more. It's funny we have the same issue. For Valhalla. For Valhalla. Oops. And then we have like, go like this. We have it go like this for action. And I'm just going to copy the head because that could be basically the same. For Valhalla. Except for back here where it can be, you know, kind of mirroring this. It's so... Oh, I'm keeping it. Oh, this is a bad idea. God, I love bad ideas. Okay. You can go away. And I think, well, you won't see it too much, so I don't think it's that unfortunate of a situation there. When you turn on the black, like, yeah, there. There we go. Valkyrie Fox. Perfect to, you know, like literally fly over you and then go foop at a 45-degree angle. Perfect. Most annoying. Okay. I think the tail might need to be moved up a little bit. Or over, so like... maybe just this. Get rid of that. Keep it small and cute. When in doubt, keep it cute. Unless you're not going for cute, then keep it whatever that should be. If I put a dot up here... that looks more like the paintbrush tail. I think it still reads. Okay. Look, we have, over the course of 2 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and way too much work, 7 enemies. Not the worst. I've done better grinds, but they were very simple. Okay. I do think I want to do Nyx. Which, you know, is going to be like a cat that goes like, oh, I'm going to jump at you. I'm going to jump at you. That sort of enemy style. Nick is a more of a blue-purple. Yeah, he goes with purple. He goes with the whole, you know, 4 eyes thing. Do. Okay. Let's say little purple cat. Actually, is there something I could turn in? I mean, I could have like floaty purple demons that go around. This one might be funny to have like as a fat purple cat that floats around. We have this. And then we have the 2 colors. One of them is green, I know. I think the other is just purple. Lean in on the purple. Yeah, it's... I have to use purple for black, because otherwise we won't see it anywhere. So then we have a pair of purple up here, and then a pair of green down here, and now we're locked into our colors. I know it looks like a set of eyebrows. Okay, let's move you over here. Trust me, it's not. Okay, let's trim that down a little bit. Possibly trim that down a little. I think that's the best we get. And we can use, you know, the green to be wings. Or at least wing tips, because I don't think we'll get the full thing here. So we get, like, that. Then maybe we could have it be, like, flap down and flap up. Now then. Nope, I don't need it for now. This is a dancing cat demon thing. A lot of G&G demons dance. I just realized that. I mean, because they're mocking you because they're killing you in one hit. So why wouldn't they dance and break about it? Oh, human, look how fragile you are. We kill you in one hit. Clearly corrupt to our side, and you will be saved. Now, I could put it on, like, have a second thing where it's like a flapping set of wings, but will it even read right? Let's take this, let's put it down here. So as I said, that means I can also, you know, do this. Expand them. And then for this, down, 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 down. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. Over to the spriting. So we're going to get 2 layers already because we need to have the main body. And then the flipped body. I mean, I don't need to even copy that. I could just go whoop, ah. Flip. Flip. Now the real meat, where I take the wings over, drop them in, drop them in. Now I take the smaller wings over, drop them in, drop them in. How does it look? It's a dancing cat. It goes nya 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 nya. I think the second, the downstroke of the wings need a little more oomph. Maybe I could push them down one. Otherwise, I mean, like, it works. Actually, he says, if I'm going to do this, I should probably have them be very much in the up position on the upstroke. So there's like no weirdness about it. So what I mean by that is literally knock off these 2 pixels, put them up here so that they have that triangle on them. And like, it works for these ones. They should be fine. So go back in here. Drop them in. It looks like an annoying enemy that will float around you and then dart in every once in a while. Do they have another animation? Nope, they just dance. Now then, because this literally is just reflecting and I have the wings there, I can do something with this and give it a second animation for relatively cheap. So I think I am going to have the attack one. Where instead of just, you know, mucking about, it's going in for a kill. Did I flatten out the ears a little bit without it looking weird? No, not really. I mean, it kind of works, but, cat. Yeah, that looks like Evil Cat. So, it floats around you a little bit. Maybe it does some sort of circle thing, then all of a sudden decides, like, hey, I'm going to kill you now. It switches to that, and then just starts coming in. I think that works. God, the fox is so stupid. And I think... yeah, let's do it. This can be up, but I need a flap cycle. Because I do too much. This is why I can't make games. It's like, oh, the scrope is ever creeping. There will be scope. Creep. Okay, so we could get rid of these. Now it could be exactly the same sort of situation where it just... For this one is stuck in like, hey, I'm attacking, so it's dive bombing. Otherwise, flap between these two and like just kind of move around. Let's see what that looks like. Paste. New layer. Sadly, it puts it above this layer. I could clean this up a little bit. Remind me in a minute to go back and clean up the other one. I don't need that much black on here for the outline. But might as well do one here. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. There we go. And I suppose I should put some black outline on this. So, there we go. I think these might have to change. I'll see how I feel in a minute. So go all the way down here, drop it in. Oh, you have some... You got a little bit of this on you. There we go. Wrong layer, right layer. Okay, so Alt-N makes a new layer. We can keep the other one on there because it's fine. And this is the one we need to cut out. So, that's a little fast. I think maybe I need to bring down the middle a little bit. So, let's go to this one. Grab 2 pixels in on both sides. 1, 2. Drag that down a little bit. Yep, I think that was the right thing. It's a Fox Valkyrie. Okay, thank you. So let's copy this over. I don't think... Nope, I didn't do anything to that one. I don't need to copy it over. Thank you, Sprite. I truly... When I want to copy a couple pixels, I want to delete the entire layer. Okay. Now, for this guy, let's get some back on it. Shift-O, outline. Clean the outline bleed over because I'm being very lazy on that. Okay, so now we have an enemy from each Astroline member. 2 technically for 1. So we have Mary, we have BBs, we have Loomies, we have Fredericks, we have Alfie, and then we have Nyx. Nyx is kind of the more oddball, but I don't know what to do with him. But I think it's kind of funny to have an annoying little devil that is a cat that just dances and then decides to pounce. Do you want to give him a tail? Do I want to give him a tail? I mean, could have like literally like a 2-thing tail that like hangs off back here, like it changes, but it doesn't appear on this. It gives even more, you know, hey, the cat's going to pounce. Oh, okay, one second. I just noticed something. It's obvious when it's like this. No, I could just move this in. I don't even want to post it because I might spoil some things. Thinking, much thinking. So on a scale of copying, like I think Nyoko got Drakengard as a project. It's like, okay, I'm going to look at all the assets in Dynasty Warriors and then just do like 60% of it. I think I'm kind of at there. These are palette swaps, doesn't matter. I'm not using these. These are kind of silly. I think I've hit all the Ness ones. I think the zombies are reusable. The plants aren't quite reusable. I think these guys might be funny in town. I also need to have this thing, because it's very important for one sort of system of the game. I might need to think on that and just do it off screen. But yes. Okay, let me delete the back layer and do that. And I think I'm going to call it early. I think I put in enough stuff last week. I think the cursor's slightly off. This is the middle of the screen. Well, this is the middle of the screen. I know I have a bit of a bad edge on here, but... Okay, so we have Mary's, the blue devil. We have Ink Dog. We have some spitting roses. Yeah. Yeah, I need to get a little bit done. Last week, I didn't get anything done that weekend, and I need to do some cleaning. Spiderwebs are taking over. But, it's been about 2 hours. And I'm running a little dry on what I can easily put in here, so... I'm doing all the boss enemy sprites off stream, and I don't feel like implementing any of these right now in code. So, because I'll have to do hitboxes. Maybe that could be next week or something, or I will do some role-playing game. I did get Kinless, which is something I've been waiting for, which is effectively a solo hex crawl, which is a very interesting concept. But, yeah. That said, thank you very much for joining. And it's more obvious that I'm searching for where the heck my screen is. There we go. So, thank you for joining. Next week, possibly more of the same, but with programming. We'll see. I might break it up. I might do another model. I don't know. It's up in the air until I feel like. So, anyways, till next time. Goodbye.